Disclaimer. This podcast contains some swears. Not everything is factually accurate. We're just two mates and a parent having a few beers and a laugh.
Hello, my name is Richard. I haven't watched the US TV show Friends. I know what you're thinking.
God, you're weird, aren't you?
But now, with the help of my son and his best pal, I'm prepared to change that to begin a journey of a discovery. So grab a beer, settle back and listen as I boldly go where I've never been before. Join us for me, my dad and friends. Well, when I say friends, I really mean friend, just with an S and commas. Clever, eh?
Hello and welcome back to Me, My Dad and Friends. For episode 6, I am joined by once again Gaz.
She is a kook.
And Dad.
8, 9, 10 o'clock.
Of course, I'm Liam, your host. So what have we been up to?
Well, it's been a long week.
How long? 7 days?
7 days. Yeah. Not a lot really. God, just. Oh yes, the blender. Got a new blender. Fantastic. Fantastiche.
I'm quite excited about it because I got the little one off here as well. Came as 2.
I noticed you got the little one.
Yeah.
And I had the big one. You had the little one.
Yeah.
I've had them both.
I can vouch for that.
It looks like he's just rung the bell.
Ding dong. Yeah, it's pretty good. My liquidizer.
Yeah, no, I love mine, to be honest.
Why?
Because they're making fantastic orange juices and all kinds of smoothies. Also made homemade garlic bread with it.
I'm sorry.
Garlic bread?
I'm sorry.
What?
I might be way out of the times here or something. But explain to me how you've made homemade garlic bread from a blender.
Garlic, parsley, and some olive oil.
In a blender?
Put in a blender.
Right, okay.
On a tortilla wrap. It didn't go well, I want to point that out.
Okay,
but
right, hang on.
Blend that up
Hang
into
on.
a paste. If you ever go to Chiquitos or to a Mexican restaurant that's quite famous,
Chiquitos.
that's what you get on it. Honestly, it's a treat in Chiquitos. It's fucking terrible when I made it. How stunk.
It's probably because you blended it.
No, you blend it to make it a paste and you put it on a tortilla.
So
in the oven.
Right, so talk me through the process, right? So you've got your olive oil.
Yeah.
What else is there? You've got your garlic. You've got garlic cloves, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What, 3, 4, 5, 6?
I put half a garlic in.
Okay.
Yeah.
5, maybe. Okay, what else have we got?
Some parsley.
Some parsley.
Yeah.
That makes a paste.
No, it doesn't make a paste. It makes like a. You use, like the wooden brushes, and then you put it on the tortilla.
Right. Okay.
And then you cook it.
Okay.
But also you've got to dip as well. It's make like an oily dip.
An oily dip. We do like an oily dip.
Okay. So what consistency were you going for? The oily dip or the paste? I don't understand.
I'll be honest, first one came out green, far too much parsley. But the second one wasn't as bad. Didn't go very well though.
Right.
Smoothies are better.
Okay, right. Well, we've got Hannah here.
It was really bad.
It was really bad, okay, that's all I needed to say.
Put it this way, when he came down to his grandmother's, fucking hell, I could smell his garlic.
Well, I had to go, didn't I?
Yeah, you did have a go.
Yeah.
Why did you buy a blender? I needed some topping for my bread.
No, the bread was a new thing. Like, we tried that. Smoothies have been going brilliant.
Okay.
Smoothies are fantastic.
I put meat in mine.
What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Not blending garlic, that's for sure.
Have you sorted your garage out yet?
No, it's still shit.
What we want to know is what producer Hannah had been doing this week.
Having shit garlic bread, apparently.
Having shit garlic bread, yeah.
We played some pool, didn't we?
We played some pool, went for a couple of pints.
Yeah.
Midweek, school night.
Yeah.
That was dangerous.
We put £5 coins in.
Yeah.
I won 5-0.
5-0.
Yeah.
We also got accused of stealing about 4
we
quid
did.
as well.
Yeah. And then we got a free game.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the episode. That's gone well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as always, I'll start episode 6 with the synopsis. Joey gets his big film break when he's hired to be Al Pacino's stunt butt. So, usual question. What do you think?
I think the synopsis kind of sums this up. It's short and could be a really good episode, but it's not. It's shit.
What do you mean it could be a really good episode?
Well, the whole thing of Al Pacino's stunt butt, that could actually go somewhere, and it's a chance for Joey to be centre stage. But unfortunately, nothing happens.
See, I don't think it helps that it's sandwiched between 2 brilliant episodes. You've just had Uber Vice.
Yeah, Uber Vice is probably...
Next episode you got Blackout, and I don't think that helps.
I think if you isolate the episode on its own, because when you ever just put an episode on, you don't do it, but we are, for the sake of the podcast, isolating each episode, and this episode does come across as a bit...
It's a forgettable episode.
Forgettable, yeah. That's
is.
the word. But when you watch season by, you forget about these sort of episodes, you just think of the good parts, don't you?
Yeah. I found it really hard to watch it because there's nothing comes other than a couple of quips by Ross.
You've got Chandler's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but that was in the very beginning. Other than that, I don't think there was anything in there that sort of made me chuckle.
No, you had a bit of a face on you, to be
really struggled to watch that one. That was really hard.
I think the episode does establish Monica's character more.
Well, we get a bit of the insight, don't we, into her OCD.
Yeah, probably OCD.
Yeah. We see a little bit of that, and how she's a bit defensive about it, and she doesn't want people to think that she's overly overbearing.
Yeah.
But then all the friends know that, apart from Rachel.
But why doesn't Rachel know that though? Because how long has she been living in with Monica now?
Plus she was friends with Monica for...
It just feels very out of place. It feels very much like this could be like a first episode.
Oh, I don't think they would have.
No, I think it would have been cancelled straight away if this had been the first episode.
If this pilot went to the network, I don't know if they would have lasted.
I don't think it would have done anything because there's nothing in it to... I would say there's nothing in it to make you rewatch it. It's not an episode like the previous episode. There was a lot in it that made you chuckle.
If we weren't doing the podcast and you watched the first... Say you watched Friends just on your own accord.
Yeah.
You got to that episode. What would you continue watching?
I would be very sceptical because
that would put you off.
I understand that you get an episode where it's not great, and as we've said before, you do get filler episodes. But there was nothing other than the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock joke. That was all there was really in it. There was nothing that sort of made you want to watch the end of the episode. I was quite glad when the episode finished.
Well, that's quite worrying because 2 of the 6 episodes
have
been filler. This is the first 6 episodes, and 2 of them are already, we're saying, filler episodes.
I think we're breaking them down
maybe
individually, aren't we? Whereas with context, they all become relevant, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, there's actually quite a bit in this that you would come when you watch it again after watching the whole series that you pick up on.
Yeah.
Because did you notice the closet was open
in Monica's apartment?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's open with clothes hanging in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's a long way in.
Yeah, but again, and things like Yemen. Yemen is mentioned in this. Okay, not in the context that we think of it, but further on you know something happens with that. But I think that's clutching at straws.
This episode, I mean, we don't see Ross, really. We don't see Rachel, Phoebe.
Rachel's
them
Phoebe
three.
are hardly in it at
They're
all.
not in it.
They don't contribute to it in any way.
It's sort of centred around Chandler's relationship with this Aurora girl and Joey's career as an actor. And Monica's OCD plays a little bit of a part in it, doesn't it?
It's Estelle's first mention, though.
We've heard of Estelle, yeah, we haven't seen it.
Unless you've watched the DVD version.
Is she in it?
She's in the DVD version. She was supposed to be in this one, but it got cut for the telly. So you are supposed to meet Estelle for the first time. But I suppose this is the first time it's showing Joey's career.
Yeah.
He's now actually progressing because he has an agent.
Oh, it's first mention of his agents as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, we see him in the play.
Sorry, Estelle is Joey's agent.
Right, I see.
Yeah, sorry. She becomes
Right, okay.
a bit of a character in itself.
I was going to say, because that's the first time I've heard him mention his agent
Yeah.
in the whole thing.
But it's also the first time that it's not opened in Central Perk.
It's not open
Yes,
in
I
Central
noticed
Perk.
that, yeah.
It's not open with a sex reference or a connotation.
Yeah. It
It's
kind of
opened in the theatre.
develops into that, but not like the
Yeah.
rest of the
And
episodes.
the open was very short. I think it was only about 30-40 seconds.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It didn't feel like it flowed as such. It felt a bit forced. It's the first time with Friends that I thought doesn't feel like it should.
It's like the writers were struggling to make anything out of the idea. Like, they've got a really good idea with the whole Al Pacino stunt, but they could have done quite a bit more with that, I think. But they've sort of, apart from the one scene where he's in the shower, that's it.
And one of the biggest things I took away from the opening was people that weren't actually involved in the scene. So when Ross and Chandler are talking about Aurora, isn't it? Rachel looks really uncomfortable with Ross talking about a woman like that.
I haven't noticed that.
Did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice
Did you
that.
not notice
Are you
that?
serious?
If you watch it again, she looks really uncomfortable. Like, I don't know whether it's just the way she is, but she looks like she's not comfortable with Ross saying that about another woman.
This is the first one with Rachel's haircut.
Yeah.
I don't like
Apparently,
it.
she didn't like
What?
it.
I don't like this haircut. I prefer the older haircut.
I prefer with the hair up.
Phoebe looks good though.
You like Phoebe, don't you?
I like Phoebe, yeah.
You wish there was more Phoebe.
Yeah, because I think she's... I don't know what it is about her, but she brings a sort of randomness to it.
It's also the first time that sort of they're all too polite, but you see the friendship between Joey and Chandler. That it's the way you be with me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
shit,
the honesty.
mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Let's not lie about it.
Yeah.
That was shit. What, you know.
Yeah, that just showed how close Joey and Chandler actually are.
Yeah.
Not that he didn't care about hurting his feelings or anything.
No,
he was
no.
just like, listen, mate, that was.
Yeah.
He was just
that
being
was
honest
shit.
as a mate.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'd
Yeah.
expect of you to do to me.
Exactly.
To you.
Yeah. There's a lot of mistakes in it as well.
That's like my garage floor.
Hurts. Yeah. There is a lot of mistakes in this one.
As in what?
When Joey's supposedly showering naked, you can see in his shadow he's got swimming trunks on.
Alright, see, I didn't really look at that.
You can.
Well, where are you getting all this shit from?
No, you
that's
can't.
that's not like
The cubicle wall, you can see it. And also
it's tiled.
yeah, but also, did you notice behind the director of in that scene, there was a label that said Monica's apartment.
Ooh.
Yeah. And did you pick up as well on who the director of this show was, of Joey's play?
Oh, I did look at the poster. Oh no, that was who it was written by.
It's not James Burrows, is it?
It is
It
James
is
Burrows.
James Burrows,
Yeah. Obviously, he directs
A lot of the
A lot of
episodes.
it,
right,
yeah.
okay.
a lot of it.
Yeah.
See, when they originally focused on her, I thought that was Janice again.
Oh no, she's a lot better looking than Janice.
No, I know, but
Nothing against Janice.
But when I first
But
seen it, I thought, oh, Janice is back in it, but then I realised that it
she's
wasn't.
spectacular, this one.
I mean, I suppose it shows Chandler's awkwardness around women.
Yeah.
Because he's awkward talking to her, and then as it goes on, it shows his neediness in terms of he wants to be loved, because he's like the same with the drawer, isn't he? Later on, when he says, I got you the drawer.
You've lost Gaz by the look on his face.
With, yeah.
Oh right, okay,
you
yeah,
know
that's-
it,
yeah, okay, yeah.
But again, you're clutching at straws for things.
Yeah.
I
Well,
do.
the episode, the two main stories were Joey's career and Chandler's love life.
And Monica's.
And
Monica as well, I suppose.
Chandler and Joey's acting job didn't pan out. Chandler's love life didn't pan out. And maybe that's setting a bit of a theme.
Yeah. But I think it was a wasted opportunity for Joey because it was the first time he was in the spotlight.
On his own.
And I think they sort of shortchanged him.
So do you see that as a flaw in Joey as a character? That he can't hold the spotlight on himself?
I just felt it was really wasted opportunity because he could have done so much with it.
So you think it's a writing error, or?
Yeah, I think it's not so much not the cast. I don't think it's the characters. I just think it's the situation that they've put him in. Because I suppose they've got to make... I mean, I don't know what the behind the scenes, whether there was a certain decision who got what time on screen. Do you know what I mean? Like, were they all equal?
No.
Or was certain people, I need to have more screen time and such?
Well, I don't know if there was an agreement made.
But that's what I'm saying, but...
It was an ensemble cast, they were all on the same money, weren't they?
From what I'm aware is they were all pretty weird.
Chill with what...
Yeah, they weren't bothered as such about screen time.
Some people would get more minutes in one episode and some people...
They were just happy to be a part of the whole project.
Yeah. Well, what I mean to say is because Ross and Rachel have had their... Was it like the second or third episode? No, second episode, wasn't it? When we sort of started to see them getting together. And they had quite a big part of the episode, whereas Joey's finally got his chance to sort of shine in the episode, and they're focusing on two other things. Do you know what I mean? It's like it would be a good showcase for Joey to his character, because apart from him doing mucking about and doing a bit of acting here and there, we don't really know an awful great deal about him, and he's not really been at the front of any of the episodes. Yeah. So I would have thought, because Chandler's added this smoke.
So you think you know a lot more about the other characters than you do Joey?
Yeah,
I think a chance for him to...
This would have been an ideal opportunity for Joey to have his story, not his story, but his situation focused on. So it was a big thing for him, but then it was just sort of, I got sacked and that was it.
There's an anticlimax to it.
Yeah, it was...
But is that not the point? There's an anticlimax too.
Maybe.
But it's quite a theme with Joey though.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Is it like Joey's character? You will love him. You will get to love him.
I am warming to him because he's becoming.
And there's tragedy behind it as well, isn't there? It's not just he's a failed actor and but there's a certain. I think there's a sadness behind his actual his personality.
I don't know. It could be because with Monica, she doesn't really do an awful lot at the moment. She's like the mother hen of the whole group. She's like the sensible one. Obviously, we learn about her OCD with the furniture and leaving stuff lying around and that. But the others, I don't know. I just thought it was a really wasted episode, and it was this one I didn't enjoy.
Third one,
wasn't it? But that was a lot better than this one. I thought this was horrendous.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
Horrendous is strong.
Yeah, I just didn't think they added nothing to it.
It's fair enough. I don't dislike the episode, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, if this was if I'd have watched this as my first episode, as you said,
you wouldn't watch another one.
I probably wouldn't bother because nothing happens. There's not even any comedy in it as such. There's only a couple of bits that made me sort of tit it, but other than that, then I didn't think there was anything, no substance to it.
So there's a lot of hidden stuff in it. Because did you know who's lying on the couch during the play? Well, she is Gillian Fontaine.
Hang on, she's in Friends.
She's in Days of Our Lives.
Oh, okay. Well, there is another one for you. Do you know the guy who, in the last episode, was going out with...
Bob?
Bob, yeah, Bob. He was in Days of Our Lives as well. in the actual soap. But we haven't come to Days of Our
No,
Lives now, so
no. But I think this is what this episode is. Once you've seen it and you come back to it, you pick up on a few more things. I think as a first-time viewer,
I just think watching it in isolation on its own, if you don't find anything funny, you're going to remember it. Whereas if you're watching episode 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row, you don't really remember if it was rubbish or.
One thing that did give me a chuckle was Ross, because it's the first of his experimenting with new phrases. You know when he calls Joey big guy?
Big guy, that's funny.
Yeah. And that
felt like a big guy moment.
Yeah, like that kind of becomes a thing with him.
Yeah.
He tries out these phrases that just don't work.
Big guy.
But again, with you not seeing it, it's kind of lost.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with it is, well, as we're watching it now, obviously you two know exactly how it goes and what happens in the future. But to me, it doesn't add anything to me. But obviously, if I'd watched like 4 or 5 seasons and I come back and watch this one, I would probably appreciate it more because there's bits that I pick up.
Yeah, and you're watching it not just one.
Yeah.
You're watching 3 or 4 in a row or 5 or 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're just watching that and then going on to talk about how shit this episode was.
Also, Chandler's bedroom was massive in this episode.
Huge.
Yeah.
Oh,
First time we see his bedroom and Monica's bedroom.
Yeah, but his bedroom was massive.
Yeah.
I want the Mork and Mindy doll you had at the back. Mork doll. You don't know Mork? You've never heard of Mork and Mindy?
Mork and Mindy?
Yeah, Robin Williams was his first television show. Mork and Mindy.
No.
Yeah, he played Mork the alien who came to Earth.
Hang on, maybe.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but it rings a bell.
I used to watch it, obviously, growing up, but I noticed that.
This is reoccurring as well. Again, my eyes. Chandler comes out of the bathroom. It's later on. Phoebe recreates it, doesn't she? Yeah.
I'm
not wrong with that, am I?
One
That's
of the
right.
best scenes ever. That.
Yeah. But it's as it is. It's just filler. This. It's not.
Yeah.
What did you make of Chandler saying every guy's fantasy is going out with a girl with no responsibility?
That was the other. Like when they're in a coffee house, it kind of at the time showed like the difference between women and men.
Yeah.
You know, their mentality.
Yeah.
Because like Ross goes into monogamy and all that kind of stuff, which now is a big thing again, isn't it? But
controversial.
Well, it's become a hot topic.
Yeah. Tree.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. It's not a strong episode.
And it's a shame, really, because it's the first one I really disliked.
Yeah, it's the first one that we've watched and you've just gone, that was shit.
Yeah, I as I say, I struggle to watch it.
It won't help that we've just had the strongest episode as well. To follow that episode with this.
Yeah, it probably is a bit unfair, but as we know, any series is going to have, however much you love it, it's going to have filler episodes.
Oh yeah.
I just felt sorry for Joey's character because it just, as I say, could have been a one. I wonder whose apartment that really is.
I know, but it's an attraction in New York, apparently.
Is it?
Yeah.
Grove Street and on the corner of Grove. I love the way they say that. Bedford Street. There's Mork. In the back there.
That is Robin Williams, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Robin Williams. No.
I think Robin Williams is overrated.
Oh,
what?
Wow.
Oh, that's a whole different bloody ball game, that is.
Don't get the whole thing.
Like
this is Friends, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Robin Williams appears in Friends.
He does appear in Friends.
Does he?
I always forget about that, though.
Doesn't, I could be completely off tangent here, but does Gervais appear in it?
No.
God.
It would be pretty good.
Yeah.
He appears in the US office.
He does.
Who's the other big character, big name that appears in it?
A lot.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Brad Pitt. George Clooney. We've had George Clooney yet. No, we haven't.
Bruce
Willis, yeah.
Bruce Willis.
Big one.
Richard. I'm not in it.
Yeah.
No.
You'll know Tom.
Yeah.
I do like it.
some tash.
He was supposed to be the original Indiana Jones, you know.
Was he?
Yeah. But because he was, I think it was because he was filming Magnum at the time. That he
Sean Penn, yeah.
He didn't get the gig.
Sean Penn.
So they gave it to Harrison Ford instead. So Tom said it would have actually been Indiana.
What's his face is in it a couple of times as well. The magician from Penn and Teller.
There's
He's in it a couple of times.
The big guy or the silent
The
one?
big one.
Hugh Laurie's in it.
Hugh Laurie's in it, yeah.
There's a lot, isn't there? Going off on a tangent now.
No, but there's a lot, isn't there?
Yeah, there really is.
The best one is Paul Rudd.
That just proves how crap this episode is.
I think that's the episode, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much. I think this is very, very.
I found it
poor.
quite hard to defend. The one, to be honest.
I'm quite mesmerised by Monica's shoes. Not in that what she's wearing now, but them brown ones. She's got really big feet.
So from the episode, what you've took is
That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
Well,
I like it.
I think that's the point to end it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's where we'll finish.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
We'll just move on to the quiz. The Me, My Dad and Friends episode quiz. So, episode 6 of the Me, My Dad and Friends episode quiz. Current scores is Gaz is on 35 and Dad trails quite far behind with 21. So, question 1. What time on the clock was the beautiful woman sitting?
Shit.
Dad?
It was 2 times.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, yeah.
But didn't you say 9 o'clock at first?
8, 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You
So
said
it-
10 twice and then went.
Yeah.
Right. What was the name of Chandler's new date? It's Gaz.
Aurora.
It was. I'll throw it out as a bonus, but it's a free for all for a bonus.
Is it who did you used to work for?
I was thinking.
No, but fun fact, I did work for Aurora. What nationality was she? Oh, Dad's got it there.
Italian.
She was
She was
Italian.
Italian, yeah. I was hoping you'd go Israeli or something because you're thinking Israeli.
yeah.
That didn't make sense. How many partners does Chandler's date have? Yes?
Ooh, hang on. Ethan, Rick,
That's not the question.
Andrew, and Chandler. 4. By the end.
It's correct, and you've also named them, so I'll give you a bonus point. What does Rachel mean that Monica is unhappy with? Oh, Dad.
The Ottoman.
Yeah.
We
can have it.
Colour?
Green.
Green, yeah, okay. That's fine.
With 2 long feet at the back and 2 short feet at the front.
What does Joey play in the Al Pacino movie?
His butt.
Does. Well, he doesn't say.
He's gaining on me.
Oh, come on.
What does Joey do wrong in his movie take? Dad.
Overacts.
I'm just not quick enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
He acts too much with it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the overacts. That's
Yeah.
too much. Same difference.
Who does Ross say Monica is like? Gaz.
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom.
And we've got American. Why does Joey get fired? Gaz.
We've had that question.
Yeah.
We haven't, it's just that the episodes were quite poor, so it's been quite difficult to do the questions.
So we're having the same question.
No.
With
I mean,
different.
Yeah.
if you want me to take a point off you, technically the answer to your question was 2 tense and clenching. What movie poster is in Chandler's room?
You sound like an NPC.
I don't.
Oh. Shit. Oh. No. I've got cramp. No. Just can't remember. Oh.
What movie poster?
Yes,
in
all
Chandler's
right,
room?
we know. Oh God, what was it?
A movie poster.
Yeah, I know. Which bloody film?
Is it something Rouge or something?
No, that's in Monica's. You're thinking of?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. Go on, put us out of misery.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, bastard!
What is the name of the play in which Joey stars, Dad?
Freud. With an exclamation mark.
Excuse me. What does Joey borrow from Monica in the episode? Guess?
Moisturiser.
My eyes!
What makes Chandler well up?
When the Grinch's heart grows 3 times and breaks the measuring device.
Yes.
Is that the full answer?
That's a really good answer, yeah. I would have just had 3 times too big, but there it is.
Can tell I didn't like this episode.
What is everybody eating in the last scene? Gas?
Pizza.
Nope.
Well, I've got a free hit, haven't I? Don't even remember a meeting. I'm going to say lasagna.
No. Popcorn.
I didn't see it now.
Okay, last question.
Oh, go on.
Okay. What does Monica leave in the middle of the living room?
Ah, touch your hand then, Gaz.
That's okay.
Oh.
Just wait for me cock to calm down. her shoes.
You're alright,
Yeah.
You're alright, I'm going to
Got so excited you couldn't quite get her shoes out there. So, Gaz won yet again. Gaz got 8 right, and you got 6.
Close.
Oh, not bad then.
Not too bad.
Getting better.
That takes the total. Gaz is on 43.
This is going to go.
You're on
really
27.
high.
Right, so
It was, wasn't it?
yeah, thanks again for listening. If you enjoyed it, why not follow us on Facebook? It's me, my dad, and friend. Me, my dad, and friends. On Instagram, it's at me, my dad, and friends. On Twitter, it's at me, dad, and friends. And on YouTube, it's MMDAF.
MMDAF.
That.
So, fucking, you're so mature, aren't you?
No, we're.
Yeah.
So, it's a bye from me. It's a bye from Gaz.
See you, pal.
And it's a bye from Dad.
Strive, Sheila. Put another shrimp on the old barbie, will you?